Welcome to BrewFix, where coffee meets craftsmanship. If your espresso machine is leaking, dripping, or slowly pooling water for no obvious reason, this video will save you a lot of time and frustration. After years of repairing espresso machines, home and commercial, I can tell you this confidently. One specific valve is responsible for the majority of espresso machine leaks. Not hoses, not fittings, not magic gremlins, a single component that fails quietly and confuses almost everyone. Today, I'll explain which valve it is, why it fails so often, and how to identify it before it turns into a bigger problem. Why espresso machine leaks are so misleading. Leaks in espresso machines rarely happen where you expect them to. Water follows gravity, pressure, and heat paths, meaning a failure deep inside the machine often shows up somewhere completely different. This is why people tighten fittings endlessly, replace hoses unnecessarily, or assume the boiler is cracked when it's not. From a technician's perspective, leaks are symptoms, not causes, and understanding where pressure is being released is the key to finding the real failure point. The one valve behind most leaks. The valve responsible for most espresso machine leaks is the three-way solenoid valve. This valve controls pressure release after extraction, redirects water to the drain, and isolates the brew circuit when idle. It operates under heat, pressure, and constant cycling, which makes it one of the most stressed components in the machine. When it fails, it doesn't always fail catastrophically. Instead, it leaks slowly, sticks partially open, or allows pressure to escape where it shouldn't. How this valve actually fails. The three-way valve usually fails in three ways: internal scale buildup, worn seals, or plunger contamination from coffee oils and debris. Scale prevents the valve from sealing fully. Oils cause sticking. Heat hardens internal seals over time. The result is water leaking to the drain tray, pressure bleeding off during extraction, or mysterious dripping even when the machine is idle. Most users mistake this for overpressure or pump problems, but the valve is quietly sabotaging the system. The leak symptoms people misdiagnose. When this valve starts failing, machines may drip constantly into the drip tray, lose pressure mid-shot, or release water long after extraction ends. Some machines even hiss or gurgle unexpectedly. Because these symptoms overlap with pump or OPV issues, people often replace the wrong parts. From a BrewFix standpoint, this valve is one of the first things I inspect when diagnosing leaks, because it fails far more often than people realize. Why cleaning alone often doesn't fix it. Many people try to fix valve leaks by backflushing aggressively or descaling repeatedly. While this may temporarily reduce symptoms, it rarely solves the underlying issue. Once seals are worn or the plunger surface is damaged, no amount of cleaning will restore proper sealing. This is why leaks often come back weeks later. Proper diagnosis determines whether cleaning, rebuilding, or replacing the valve is the correct solution. How technicians diagnose this valve quickly. Technicians look for pressure decay, abnormal drain flow, and valve response timing. We listen to how the valve actuates, observe how quickly pressure releases after extraction, and inspect drain discharge patterns. These small details reveal whether the valve is sealing correctly or leaking internally. Once you understand this behavior, diagnosing leaks becomes fast and predictable instead of frustrating guesswork. Why ignoring this valve gets expensive. A leaking three-way valve doesn't just waste water. It stresses pumps, destabilizes extraction, and accelerates wear on other components. Left unchecked, it can lead to pump failure, inconsistent espresso, and unnecessary part replacements. Fixing the valve early prevents cascading failures and restores machine stability almost immediately. Most espresso machine leaks aren't mysterious, they're misunderstood. Once you know which valve causes most problems and how it behaves when it fails, diagnosing leaks becomes simple instead of stressful. At BrewFix, I document real repairs and teach how espresso machines actually work so coffee lovers, baristas, and technicians can fix problems the right way the first time.